Ladies and gentlemen, his name is Mr. Horace Samuel, aka Dignitary Stylish, all the way from Jamaica. But I understand he's in the US now. You understand me? With the mom. You understand me? Chilling with the mom. And I would like to say congratulations. You understand me? That mom is still around and you can feel mom. You understand? Congratulations to you, Dignitary Stylish. Dignitary, how are you doing?
I'm very good, my brother. It's an honor to be on your show. Blessed day to each and every one who rise up this morning. And you know, from you have life, you have hope. So give thanks to everyone who rise up this morning. You know, it's a blessed day.
We give thanks. We give thanks. It's been long overdue since me and you reason and you say, yo, Lagazee, yo, Lagazee, come like you now pay attention to me, man. And I said, no, sir, don't say that, man. You understand? And the man said, Lagazee, do what you have to do and let me do what me have to do. And I say, all right, don't say 40, 39. Good.
Easy.
Real.
Now, talk to me about, you know, the basics. How this whole thing started with you, where you were born, where you were raised. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, let us know. Was it a Christian family? Were you going to church? You understand me? You know, and all these things. Let us know from the beginning.
Yeah. I'll let you know. I'll let the world know. Well, it started out from 19. My music career started out from 1979.
1979.
And before that, 1979, it started out. But I didn't record until 1984. I was just like loving the music, you know, going around listening to the top DJ. You guys, they call you guys DJ now, but back in the days, artists like U-Roy, Big Youth, Jazzbo, Dillinger, Trinity, Rankin, Trevor, Nicodemus, they call them DJ, you know? So now the business changed in modern time to, you know, artists or MC, master of ceremony. But you guys who play the music on the radio or in the party, they call you guys DJs. But back in the days, I used to go listen to the DJs, the chanter on the mic, you know? So I get that inspiration from back then, listening to U-Roy, I-Roy, Big Youth, Dillinger, Trinity, Rankin Joe, Rankin Trevor, Nicodemus, Louis Lepke. And the list is very long. You know, we could, you know, keep going on. But, you know, those are the foundation who motivate me, inspired me to want to do the music from 1979, going around DJ on some little sound system in my community. And when the big sound system come in my community, the people in my area tell the big DJ, we want to hear the little apprentice, give him a talk on the mic. And they have to do it because the people request it, you know?
All right. So what I want to find out is, what was the name of the sound system in your community in Portmore those days that you used to practice on?
Great question. The sound system, the first sound system I ever get a mic to talk on, it was Rock Arnie.
Okay.
Rock Arnie by General Head was the top DJ, and Rankin Stabber and Captain Barkey. So it was Rock Arnie, the first mic I ever, you know, get. And I didn't even get that mic in prime time. I get that mic, you call it duppy time, when everybody gone home. In the late night, I used to go there and wait till everybody gone home. Then we start practicing on the sound system, because you know you have a apprentice selector, aka DJ now, and you have apprentice artists who want, you know, get on the business, want, you know, get his voice out there. So I used to wait till everybody gone. You know, I get my practice on the sound system, which is Rock Arnie, until I'm starting getting better. Then, you know, the top DJ will give me a little piece in prime time, you know, give me a little minute, you know, prove myself to the people that I'm capable.
All right. So meaning that around that time, it was live artists on the sound system, right?
Yes.
All right. All right. So how did you recognize that you had that talent, that musical talent in you? You know, at what age was that?
Oh, I could say like from 15 because the people let you know, if you're good, you can say you good, because self-praise is no recommendation. You have to prove it. You have to go to the party, or go to the dance and get on the mic. And if you can let the people beat down the fence, because those days it was barbed wire and white and fence, zinc fence. Mm-hmm. So if you can go to the dance and let the people beat down the fence for you, mm-hmm. and ball forward, then you got something going on, because without the people approve, you're nothing.
Mm-hmm. Without the people's approve, you are nothing.
Yeah.
So
you're nothing. You need them. You need the people approval.
So the people, you have to DJ for the people them to approve,
yes.
and tell everybody that you are the man.
Yes, you have to prove yourself, in the public, and if you get the support from the people, then you got something going on. But without the people approval, ain't nothing going on. The people have to say yes. Without the people, you are nothing. When it comes to music or athletic or whatever profession you're doing.
But watch this. From 1979, you have been around practicing until you start recording in 1985. Now, talk to me.
That was my first,
Between 79 and 85, mm-hmm. How was the journey like?
The journey was good. It was bad. It was happy. It was sad. We still have to give praises unto God, because this rough road we all have to tread. So, practicing, learning the craft, it is not easy, because sometimes the artists don't even want to give you a chance to, try to prove yourself. But you got to keep, make that motivate you. When they say no, you tell yourself, say, God say yes. So I'm still going to ask for the mic. I'm still going to come to the party. I'm still going to wait until everybody going home to get my chance, until they start giving me, as I told you previously, they start giving me a chance in prime time when everybody's there. So I keep practicing, and start getting respect from the people. So when I start getting respect from the people, I went to the studio in 1985 to record now, because the people approve it. Say, yes, you're ready to go record, because you have to prove yourself on the sound system first before anyone wants to let you into the studio to record.
Now, looking at your time and comparing it to our system now, where artists just wake up and boom, they start recording. You understand me? No approval from nobody. They don't take tack from nobody. They wake up and they do their own things. Do you think the system of today is kind of producing wrong artists?
You know what? Sometimes, because in everything you have good and bad. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's good, but definitely the original foundation. How I know artists get started out, they have to know to come to the dance at 7 o'clock in the evening and can DJ on that mic from 7 till 7. So you have to put in a few hours, and it's not easy to entertain people for hours, because you're going to be tired, but you have, you got your friends there, other artists there, everybody going to get a piece, but to practice in the dance, to get on the mic and can DJ for a few hours, that make your foundation more solid. But if you just like nowadays, you just get up, go to the studio, record a song, and the song become a hit. So people hire you to work on a stage show, and then you do that song that you have out there that everybody loving. And after you did that song, what's you gonna do next? Because you don't have that foundation. You never learn. You never. Nobody teach you that. You never get the chance. You just like get up, go into the studio, luckily do a song, and the song hit. So when you go to the show and you do that one song, what you gonna do next? So the best way is the foundation way, which the foundation always solid, is to practice your craft for hours. That means when you get a hit, you can entertain a show for an hour or 2 hours, because you got, that exercise, you get that practice in. You was well prepared for that, occasion.
All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're reasoning with Mr. Horace Samuels. You understand me? Better known as Dignitary Stylish from Portmore, Jamaica. He started, back in 1979. You understand me? Through 1979 to 1985 was when he started recording. We live on 99.5 in Accra, 98.5 in Kumasi, 100.3 in Cape Coast, and 99.7 in Tamale. And over 30 million people are listening to us right now. Our guest is the one named Dignitary Stylish. Now, let's talk about recording in 1985 now. Let's talk about that recording. Was it Pon the Attack?
Yes, Pon the Attack produced by me, because when we was going to check out some producer, they didn't want to record us. I used to, my sparring partner was Junior Frass, and I was the producer for his first hit song that they banned on JBC and RJR radio station. Because in Jamaica, back in the 80s, we only have 2 radio stations, RJR and JBC. So we used to go around checking producers, but nobody ready to record us at that time. So I did have a little savings in the bank, and I get Junior Frass, Professor Nuts, Dignitary, the 3 of us take the bus from Portmore, came off at Greenwich Farm, walked through Greenwich Farm, went up Maxfield Avenue and go to Channel 1 studio, check Peter Chemist, one of my engineer friend, a good friend of mine, and he sold me 3 rhythm, because Peter Chemist was the engineer, apprentice engineer at that time at Channel 1, because Scientists and them was the top, and Soji and all them was the top engineer, but Peter Chemist was, making a name for himself as a young engineer. So he's the one who sold me or sell me 3 rhythm, and I bring Professor Nuts. I'm the first one who produced a song for Professor Nuts, the comedian, top class, full flight DJ, Junior Frass. Lyrics Degree came out on the Dignitary label. Pon the Attack came out on the Thunderbolt label, because Tough Gang didn't want all 3 songs. So I give Pon the Attack to Sonic Sound, and I give In My Vice to Sonic Sound too. Sonic Sound take the 2 of them, distribute the 2 of them, and Tough Gang take the Lyrics Degree, produced by Horace Samuels, aka Dignitary Stylish, on the Dignitary label. Artist Junior Frass, I was the one who produced that, also helped wrote that song. Me and him wrote that song together. It goes like, everybody who know a dance, easy no man, me say trouble and no worry, said it coming like a one. This is Lyrics Degree, one Junior Frass, you win a category, well foreigner, a foreigner, yardy, a yardy, Syrian, and Chinese, but we tired for the bigger man a brainwash we, come and employ you and them a employ me, and until we say we working for them factory, and I give we for them working at them industry, and now when we get paid is a small salary. Now let's stand up and face reality. So that was my first hit song as a producer with Junior Frass. That was my first hit as a producer. And the one with me, Pon the Attack, it do, people love it, but it never get over the hump to be a hit. But people was loving Pon the Attack, and they was loving Professor Nuts song too. Professor Nuts did a song for me in 1985 too, named In My Vice. In My Vice, money, the In My Vice trouble. In My mind, money, the In My mind. To pick people pocket a professional crime. The pocket, some pick it just at the waste of time. If I'm a pick pocket, wouldn't pick nothing blind. While I pick a pile of paper, me say properly designed. And let it a picture, it help mankind. That is Professor Nuts, produced by Dignitary Stylish, aka Horace Samuels, my right name. So those are the 3 songs I put out in 1985 as a producer / artist.
Wow. So as a producer / artist around that time, if I understand you even produce an artist before producing yourself.
That's right. I produced Professor Nuts, Junior Frass, and myself at the same time, 1985.
Wow. So when did Just Send Me Come step in?
Okay. Just Send Me Come step in 1986, because my friend Junior Frass, I produced that song with him. He was hot. this guy named Smarlocks, Skitiax, have a son named Smarlocks from England, came, discovered Junior Frost, and take him to England 1985. So I gave him the song that me and him did together, collaboration, a song named Under Pressure, The World Under Pressure. That's our song. That was re-recorded by Supercat. Anyway, we can talk about that later on. But Under Pressure was a collaboration with me and Junior Frost. Under Pressure, The World Under Pressure. That was a collaboration with me and Junior Frost. I gave him that song to go to England when he was going away with Smarlock Sound. I gave him lyrics degree. I gave him Inner My Voice with Junior Frost. I gave him You Are My Inspiration with Lie Demons. I give him about 6 songs to go to England to go sell it to Mr. Palmer. Mr. Palmer, I think he used to work with Jetstar in England, London, England, but Junior Frost didn't came back. So, you know, he's supposed to spend at least 2 weeks in England, and he didn't came back in 1985. I was like, he was my sparring partner. We were like the biggest duo, like the Michigan and the Smiley. We was, you know, everybody see we in Portmore and give you that love, because anytime we combine, we connect. You know, we was like, you know, the dynamic duo. Anyway, Junior Frost went to England. He didn't came back. So 1986 now come in, and he still didn't came back. So I went to a dance one night in Manchester, Kingston, Jamaica, Manchester, Mandeville, and I was singing. I find Just Said Me Come going up on Spurtree Hill, going into the country to do a dance in the country, and that inspiration come to me, and I DJ that song about 10 times. The country people keep bawling, forward, pull up. About 10 times I have to do that song in Mandeville on top of Spurtree Hill. You know, I never forget. So my singing brethren now named Daniki told me, man, I'm going to studio Monday, and you see that song that you get that big major forward in the dance that the people have you pulling it up. You have to do that song for my producer Monday, because it was a Saturday the dance keep in the country, and Daniki said you have to come to studio Monday to record that song. You don't see how the people them gravitate to it. You don't see they want you to DJ that song, keep DJing that song all night, all day. And I said, yeah, I feel the vibe. The people really loving that song. So he tell me to come to studio with him Monday. So Monday came, I went with him and go check the producer, which is Armodio Conrad Green, for Just Send Me Come. He was living in Brighton, so I went there with Daniki, my singer, rest in peace, Daniki. And I went there with Daniki, and we go to Music Mountain Studio. And back then it was Little John, Rankin Torian at the studio, Papa San, Levon Cliff, Louis Lepke. Was a lot of artists at the studio that Monday, so I have to wait until in the morning, because all those big stars was just coming in, flying in from England, because they was on the Big Sound Volcano, plus they have a record going on, they was doing fine. Rankin Torian was doing good, Little John was doing good, you know, Louis Lepke, all of them. So I have to wait till all those artists record and go home, because I was sleeping. When I go to the studio, there was so much artists in the studio, and all of them, you know, big people, you know, gravitating to them. There was the man at that time. There was the big artist at that time. So I was the young artist, so I have to sleep, go to sleep in the hall, watching TV till the TV starts watching me. And in the morning, somebody come and wake me up and say, it's your time now. So I look around, I see nobody, everybody gone. And the studio did full a lot of cars, bike, everything. Everybody gone but me and Pablo, the engineer, and the next guy. So 4 o'clock in the morning, I record that song, Just Send Me Come. And I was so hungry, because when I wake up, I didn't have no food, but I go to the bathroom and I drink some water, some pipe water, and fill up my belly with water and get in the booth. And the rest was history. I record Just Send Me Come, which is one of my biggest hits worldwide. There's no country that I go that don't know Just Send Me Come. From England, Canada, South America, Caribbean islands, so much Caribbean islands. Everywhere I go, that song go number one. And we go number one for 6 months in Jamaica, because when I record that song, if I did make a mistake, I wouldn't get to record the song, because light go off. As I finished recording the song, the light went off. And when the producer come back in the morning to pick up his tape, which is 16 track or 24 track, the engineer look on him and say, this little young apprentice, you see how much big artist you have last night who you paid to record for you? Well, this little apprentice here, he have the biggest song on the rhythm. And the producer look at me and laugh and say, let me hear it. So I'm listening and I'm shaking it, and I you know, he bring us home back over Portmore. I jump in the van back, in his truck back, and went home. And he said, "Yeah, man, I'm going to put out your tune, man. And don't worry yourself. I'm going to put it out. I like it." And I go home and go, you know, relax and praying for, you know, him to just put it out, which he did. You know, the song take at least 4 or 5 months before it start develop. Because one of the time I almost give up on Just Send Me Come, because I say it is out so long, released so long, and nobody talking about it. I almost give up on it. So it's like a tsunami. You know, it was like a tsunami. It was like a hurricane when people start gravitating to it. You know, you hear Just Send Me Come in every party, every dance, every club, every taxi car, you know, every public place you can go. You hear Just Send Me Come, Lockington, Jamaica, #1. Because I remember Tiger have a song named No One Got Belly. He was #1 at that time, and my song just lick him off the chart and take over the #1 spot. And nobody could get me off of the chart for 6 months. No Barry Salmon, no Cocoa Tea, no Tiger, no General Tree, no Papa Sam.
For 6 months?
6 months. I locked down Jamaica for #1 for 6 months.
Wow.
Nobody could get...
in
everywhere you go
1986?
in Jamaica, 6 months. Lock it down.
Wow.
Lock it down. Lock it down. Nobody could get me out. That was just the biggest song, the biggest video. Back that time, we have the #1 video, I have the #1 song. You know, I got the #1 song also in Canada at that time. Just Send Me Come, same way, #1 New York, #1 on the Black Echo chart in England, #1 in Trinidad, Barbados, Cayman, Nassau, Bermuda, Antigua, St. Lucia. I go all those places because of Just Send Me Come, worldwide, you know.
But wait, Dignitary, if you have achieved this particular milestone, why is Jamaica not paying attention to you?
No, it's not like they're not paying attention, because you see the music business, remember that was 1986.
Yeah.
So that was 40-something years ago. So the music business changed, because remember, I was famous before social media.
Definitely.
Because back in those days, we never have Instagram, we never have TikTok, we never have Facebook. So I was famous before all those platforms that they created now in the modern times. So people still, you know, because the younger generation, their parents grow them up, and they, like you would grow up in a house where you're hearing certain music. You know, you was a little boy back then, but you were listening to certain artists that, you know, elder than you, but you grow up loving their music. Like me, you know, back in the days, I grew up loving I-Roy, loving U-Roy, loving Big Youth, loving Jazzbo, loving Rankin Trevor, loving Lone Ranger, loving Rankin Joe, loving Josie Way, loving Charlie Chaplin, and the list is long. So I grew up listening to their music, inspired me. So when I go to Brazil in 2016, because I went to South America in 2016, 2017, 2018, 3 years back to back. 2019 they canceled because of COVID. And when I'm on stage singing my song in Brazil, it's the younger generation who speak Portuguese. That's their language, and they singing along with me. So I was like, that was amazing to me to see those young kids never born back then. But guess what? They know my song, the younger generation. They're the one who came to my show when I go to Brazil in 2016. And remember now, I was big over there from in the 80s, but I never went there 80s, 90s. I went there in 2016, 2017, 2018. And I don't need no artist to headline a show for me in Brazil. I can rum up any places in Brazil, because that name that I have, that respect I get, the love they have for my music there, over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can carry my own weight there. When I'm walking on the road, you know, crazy people running me down, signing autograph, all of that, you know, which we used to that from back in the 80s. But it's the norm that, you know, the love that I get from South America, you know, because they have places like Chile. We still do good Chile, you know, Peru, you know, Portugal, you know, all those places we still get that love, you know, for the music. There's certain place, it's so amazing, because to see the younger generation who, you know, singing. You can have a dialogue with them and they don't even understand. But if you're on stage singing your song, they can sing along. But if you're talking to them, they're not going to understand everything unless they speak English, because some of them do speak English, but the majority is Portuguese.
Okay.
But they can sing your song. That's why I know the music of all music teaching all language. Music of, you know.
Yeah.
So if you go to Japan and you're singing your song, they can sing the song when you're on stage singing the song. They can sing along with you, but if you're having a talk, a dialogue with them, they're not gonna understand everything unless they speak English also from their language.
Just Send Me Come. You recorded that particular song on an empty stomach because a lot of people were
very hungry in the studio and afraid to beg the producer any money or beg him nothing, because I want to record. I don't want him to say, I don't want a hungry man come on my studio and come talk about him hungry. Go on in your yard or go home. We'll come on my studio hungry. So I was hungry, but I keep Jah feed me with the angel feed me, because I don't want to turn off the producer by asking him for nothing. I just want my voice to be heard, because that's the love I have for the music. I wasn't talking about no money. I just want my voice to be heard. Money didn't trouble me or bother me. I just want my voice to be heard. I just love in the music. And as Bob Marley say, if you love the music, one day it will love you back. So, you know, that was it, brother. Just want my voice to be heard.
Wow.
Loving the music.
Wow. Just Send Me Come, and then boom, touring all the place. Now, are you saying that the song Under Pressure is not, Super Cat is not the original owner of it?
No. Dignitary Junior Frost, we wrote that song. Apparently in Portmore, back there was in the 80s, it was Dignitary Junior Frost, Professor Nuts and lecturer. We locked down Portmore. So enough artists from Kingston used to come over to get to you know, snatch or steal our lyrics, because in Kingston it was easier for them to have producers more than us, because we didn't have much producers in Portmore. Most of the producer was in Kingston or, you know, somewhere else, but it was easier for them. They have name. We didn't have any name. So Junior Cat is the first one who came over and listened to that lyrics, and he went back to Kingston with it, and his brother Super Cat stole it back from him. So Thief from Thief got laughed, because he came over, he stole our lyrics, and he bring it back to Kingston, and his bigger brother Super Cat stole it back from him, borrowed it back from him. So Thief from Thief got laughed, they said so. But the original Under Pressure, The World Under Pressure, it was done 1985 by Dignitary Stylish and Junior Frost. And then Super Cat remixed it and put a little twist on it, because he did it for Powerhouse, was his George Pang label, on the same rhythm that Offpine do. Greetings I bring. Then he come ribby-dibby-doo-body, ribby-dibby-doo-body. Everybody know ribby-dibby-doo-body, that's Brigadier Jerry. But you know, back in those days, as we say, nobody's perfect. Everybody use a little bit of somebody thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind somebody use some of my thing, but give me the credit. Just don't steal it and act like you're the originator, because you can't fake it to make it, and people know the truth. But you know, because we still have a few people around who know the truth.
All right. So Dignitary, are you saying that the song Under Pressure belongs to you? Super Cat took it, and you never got a credit?
Under Pressure, yeah. And what Super Cat did, he put his little twist on it. Little twist, because we never put no gunshot or lick up in Nicaragua. Castro was the president around Cuba. That's Super Cat. We didn't do that. Mm-hmm. But you see, under pressure, the world under pressure. Under pressure, the world under pressure. When it's not one thing, it's another. Them lock off with light, lock off with water. We can't buy rice, must say afford sugar. You know, all those is ours. All those goodies is ours. You know, but he put his little twist on it. I gave him that. You know, he put his 2 cents.
So are you saying that you're not getting any royalties from this?
From Under Pressure, The World Under Pressure?
Yeah.
No, because back then, when Super Cat did that, Super Cat signed up with what was the record company that signed Super Cat? It was Columbia or Epic Record? No, Epic was Shabba Rankin. Columbia, right?
Yeah.
Columbia did sign him with Tiger. I think Tony Rebel did sign too. I think Shined. A few artists. Artists just start getting signed by American big record companies, you know. Mm-hmm. But back then they didn't know how to market the reggae, so it didn't work out for most of the artists who get contract that time. Barry Salmon did have to come back off of those labels, because those labels didn't know how to market reggae music, you know. Mm-hmm. It never nothing good never happened to Shine It on the big label either. And Supercat was Shabba Rankin back in that time ended up to be, get the best stuff, that was Epic record. I think Epic do a good job for Shabba because they get him 2 Grammys, but Columbia record never know how to market the reggae that time, in that time. So most of the artists them that get signed to Columbia record, it didn't work out. It didn't work out for Tony Rebel, it didn't work out for Shinehead, it didn't work out for Tiger, it didn't work out for Supercat on that big level. Because Supercat didn't really get that like what Shabba get.
All right.
Epic record.
But if a man steal your lyrics,
yeah,
you have to make a case for that. Did you make any case for that?
Yes, you could. You could make a case for it, and you could go to court for it, and it's going to dry out for years and years. And if you have the faith, you should. As a matter of fact, you should do that, because if it's yours, somebody shouldn't just steal it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Scamming, pirating, been happening long time before I was even exist, or before I was born. People been stealing other people's property and claim it. You used to have some producers who you record for them, and then they go and send in the music publishing and claim the music rights, because back then we as artists never understand about music rights. We never know nothing about publishing and, performing rights. And it was like in the early 80s we start learning how to secure our music, rights, because many artists never used to get no, music rights. They never know nothing about that. I see artists quarreling with producers for their royalties, and the producers put like, they are the one who wrote the song. It's been happening a long time. You record a song for them and they claim it that they wrote the song. So that was going on for the longest. It happened to the great Bob Marley, the legendary Bob Marley. It happened to Toots and the Maytel. You know what I'm saying? It happened to Babandi. Because look at Babandi. Look how much, man. My resistance is getting weaker. I can't stand the pressure. I need nothing to be a man. Cause I was born. You know how much original song those guys sing, and people steal their song and say they wrote it?
Wow.
And it's when some of the artists, recapture back some of the royalties when they get whole. So but there is a lot of song out there that people sing and you think they originated.
Yeah.
But they're not the originator. They're just the follower who reaping the benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but so
look at Bam Bam. Look at Bam Bam. Sister Nancy now making a lot of money in her age now. She enjoying her life now. She up in age. Look at Bam Bam. Bam Bam was a festival song originated by Toots and the Maytel. Yeah. And it's one of Sister Nancy's biggest hit. She getting all these big shows in America, all these festivals and all these, to get an endorsement. You know what I'm saying? And Bam Bam originated by Toots and the Maytel. Bam Bam. That was in 1966, one of Jamaica's first festival song, originated by Toots and the Maytel, Tootsie Bird himself. Rest in peace, Tootsie Bird. Toots of him.
Yeah. So it means that based on all this kind of fact, you decided not to do any legal, suit to this, right?
Give me a second.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't know, our guest is the one named Dignitary Stylish.
Easy.
The earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. I say we're going to close.
Yeah, man.
Easy.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're forward. We're not back. We're forward.
We are forward.
Ever backward, never.
Definitely. So I was asking about, so based on all these experiences, you didn't pursue any lawsuit in this particular regard in terms of Supercat stealing your Under Pressure lyrics, right?
And he steal many more lyrics from other artists too, because even the lyrics, you see the song name, Me I go cry for the youth. That's Professor, that song. Cry for the youth when I have no money. Me not cry for no Dignitary. That song wrote right beside me. Professor Nas do that song live on Love Child Disco in the dance in Portmore in 1984 when Junior Cat and Junior Frost brother named Iron Man were there. So he run with 2 songs into Kingston, and this is Junior Cat Cry for the Youth, Super Cat, listening Junior Cat talking that and thought it was his brother. But his brother came to Portmore and take Cry for the Youth, which it was professional song. And Under Pressure was Dignitary Junior Frost song. So they steal a lot more than that. Not only one song, they steal a few.
On a more serious note, talking about, artists and, stealing lyrics and all this, I am feeling that if all things being equal, some lawsuit, should happen. But around that time, people wanted to be out. You understand me? People wanted to be, on the side of, you understand me? People just want to be out. You understand? As an artist, you just want to be out and all these things. But on a more serious note, I want to find out the main reason why Dignitary Stylish didn't pursue any lawsuit against Supercat for thieving, his lyrics. You understand me? Under pressure. Was there any reason?
Yeah, it was for several reasons because, tell me something now. He signed with a big company at that time, Columbia Record, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is me? Not gonna go up against him. And how can I prove that? Because people not gonna believe that. How many people gonna believe that? Only people gonna believe that is the people in Portmore who we grow up with, in the area, friends and even strangers who always come to the Love Child Disco Sound, come listen to Professor Nuts lecture Dignitary Junior Frost, or come to Platinum Sound or Rock On the Sound. Those people would know that. But how would I convince for artists who sign with a record company? How could I, I don't have the financial, I don't have the money to put up to get the lawyers to defend me. I was scared because we say, you know what, me and Junior Frost said, we're not going to beat him because he got these big companies backing him, Columbia Record, and he have lawyers, and the Columbia Record, they have all the lawyers in the world. We ain't got shit. We are poor. We ain't got no money. So how are we going to convince now? We were wondering, how are we going to convince that it's ours? The only way you could, all right, this song came out. If you look at the time that Under Pressure the World came out and look at the time that Is Under Pressure came out, you can differentiate from there. You can do that maths. Okay, let me see what time Under Pressure, the World Under Pressure came out with Junior Frost and Dignitary. And let me see what time Supercat Under Pressure came out. So you could differentiate it from there, but still, we were still wondering, can we convince the people or the court? How can we, win that case?
Yeah, man. Talk to me.
How can I fight this fight? Because you don't got the financial status or whatever. You don't got that. You don't got nothing. You're poor. So you're gonna go up against a giant company and telling them that their artists steal your work. We try to figure out that. But you know what? I just let bygone be bygone because I write a lot of music. They stole a lot of music from me, and I'm still here. So we let bygone be bygone, and now we're talking about the future because I want the people to go check out my new release, which is Ja Pipeline, because Just Send Me Come was the big world song. So I'm still in that zone. So Ja Pipeline, I want the people to go check out that one on the Galaxy Sound Station label, Ja Pipeline, and go check out the video on YouTube. And don't forget, Life is on the Line also. Luciana featuring Dignitary Stylish by Versus Music. So I want the people to check out my late work because I have a lot of work coming up right now. I got a lot of solo music coming up and also some nice collaboration. I have another collaboration coming up with me and Luciana again, and Kato Wider from over by your place, Ghana there too, produced by Versus Music. Big up Gusto, big up Lyndon Graham, Versus Music, and they also gonna open a record studio in Ghana, Versus Music. So look out for them, because and they have the anthem music named Versus, done by Luciano, Ja Messenger, featuring Kato Wider and Dignitary Stylish. So look out for that. And also look out for Dignitary Stylish coming with some nice product, some nice, happy, fun music that bring people together, inspired people, motivate and educate, because that's what we need our music to come back to. Music is not just a hype or say any shit. Anything that we said, it must get inspired and motivate and educate. We want to go back to that fun music. Dignitary Stylish been doing it from the late 70s, and now I'm still doing it in 2025. So go check out Ja Pipeline, which is my latest on the Galaxy Sound Station record label, and also Life is on the Line versus Music, Luciano featuring Dignitary Stylish.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, so Dignitary, let me bring you back a bit. Let's go back to sound system culture, you know, and the issues to do with dub plate. I know you played on Black Scorpio, you also DJ on Kilimanjaro, and all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Which sound system did you first record dub plate for?
Which sound system what?
Which sound system did you first recorded a dub plate for?
Oh, that's easy. It was Racarney. And then I Racarney, then I move over to Platinum. The boss for Platinum bought that sound for me and Junior Frass and Lord's Pity and Stuglish too. So I first have a sound that is our sound. No DJ could come and take away the mic from us. We were hired to control that sound. That sound bought for us. Platinum. In Gregory Park, Portmore. The manager bought that sound for us. He's the one who paid for my first passport I ever have in my life. The man just checked for us and said, I like what you kids doing. I'm gonna buy your sound system for yourself. And he did. And he bring us and buy 2 passports, one for Junior Frass, one for me. So the first time I ever have a passport, that was that same person who buy the sound system for us to, work hard.
Mm-hmm.
That man believe in us.
Mm-hmm.
Lanzo, big up Lanzo, anywhere you at. He's in Canada now. Anyway, Platinum. And big up everybody out there in Gregory Park too. And big up worldwide everybody in Ghana. I love Ghana. As a matter of fact, I love Africa. On a whole, Africa.
Definitely.
That's my place. That's my home. Africa.
Definitely. I would like to say big respect to man like King Gary listening to us right now. One Jamaican brother in Ghana, King Gary, listening to us right now. Him said, Lagazee, those days we used to be in Gregory Park. I do them thing there and all these things. You understand me? Yeah, man, that is the vibe. And him saying him love the vibe and extend him greetings to Dignitary Stylish. You understand me? I'll go on our Facebook and read some few messages over here. We're live on the Lagazee Sound International page on Facebook as well, and we're live on X on Asaase 99.5. Our guest is the one named Dignitary Stylish. Now, he's mentioned the sound that he cut dub plate for and all these things. Now, since Jacent Mikom brought a lot of success to Dignitary Stylish, I would like to know, did you make a lot of money from dub plate?
If I make money from dub plates?
Yeah.
A lot. And I make a lot of money from dub plates. And it's unbelievable because back then in our days we didn't only singer alone used to record dub plate. Back then you could hear Sugar Minott, a Johnny Osborne, a Barry Brown, a Lincoln Thompson, a Barrington Levy, a Little Jar, whatever singer back in those days, John Holt, a Ken Booth, a Bob Andy, so much singers, But back then it was only singers record dub plate. So to see DJs, I wouldn't say DJs again because they change up that concept now. Artists, you see artists now, dancehall artists, making a lot of money from dub plate, It's a blessing, because that's a little, side money that you can pocket that for yourself without having to share it with manager,
Yeah.
Because if you have a manager doing your stage show, that dub plate money gonna just be yours. You don't need no manager for that. But But the most dub plate I ever do is in COVID. I didn't know I could do so much dub plate.
Wow.
I've been doing 20 dub plate per day. I do 20 today, I do 20 tomorrow, I do 15 another day, I do 10. In COVID, most artists will tell you the most dub plate they ever did in their whole life is when COVID, because why? There was a lot of bargain. Artists we used to get for $500, you could get them for $250 or $200 in COVID. Artists used to charge $200, you could get them for $50 or $70 in COVID. So that's why so much, dub plate make in COVID, because artists never doing any show, going overseas to do any show. The show wasn't keeping, the dance wasn't keeping, no party, So, dub plate was the thing that artists making money from in COVID. Lots of artists make crazy money. I see artists have to run away from work. It's too much. I'm there with artists that have so much work to do in the studio, and it can take them like a month before they could finish those jobs, because so much work coming. Because the bigger your catalog is the more work you get.
The bigger your catalog is, the more work you get.
The more work. I get more work, yeah.
We've been talking about singles and all these things. Do you have any EP out there? Do you have any album out there?
If I have any album?
Yes.
Yeah, Just Send Me Come album. That's my first album. And that I got a few songs on that album that do big in Europe. War for Jalan. War for Jalan. I've been warning them from in the 80s about warring and fussing, for all that gold and the diamond and the oil. You can go check out War for Jalan. It's on the Just Send Me Come album. I got Youth Man Struggling. That song big in Europe too. Youth Man Struggling, War for Jalan. I got Don't Touch the Crack on it. I got Keep It Cover on it. A sanction. You have to make a sanction. Yeah. So that's the Just Send Me Come album. So you can go, and right now there's a deal going on. I don't even want to talk about it, but I think that album gonna resurface. We are tying up a deal now to get back that album out. Because I'm preparing a new EP. Maybe later on next year is an album, but I know I'm gonna drop a new EP coming soon.
Okay.
But as I said again, I want the people them to know that we still focus. And we're still here to be conscious and righteous. And we want back that fun in the music again, and we want the music that can educate and motivate the people. That's the type of music I want all my artist friends, and if you're not even my friends, let's bring back the fun in the music. Let's bring back the people together. You know what I'm saying? Because united we're strong, divided we're weak. So bring back the fun in the music. Let's, do the message positive, you know what I'm saying? Because we know the thing go. We need to, you see what's going on worldwide right now, the war and on, and the crime rate escalates so high, and sometimes the younger generation get misled by the music they're listening, because if you're listening to an artist and he's glorifying, talking about guns, you're going to believe, oh, he's my artist, so I'm going to glorify guns too, and then they get misled, so we want all the artists to come together and we start bringing back that fun in the music, and start doing some positive music, and fun, bringing some fun in the music back, so we can bring back the people them together and, and educate the world with the music. Because, reggae music is conscious, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that, should be outrageous. It should be focused on keeping the music in a positive ways, you know what I'm saying? But we know everything sell, because we know junk food sell. Yeah, junk food sell, which is not good. Not everything sell is good. Some things that even sell more than some food sell and it's not good, like the fries and everything, the burgers and all this. They sell and sell more than the greens and the fish and the vegetable. They won't sell more than those things. But we have to smarter than that and know that it's not everything that sell is good. Because it's what they market for you to buy. So
all right.
We want back that fun in the music. We want back that conscious fun in the music. So we want our artists to come together. That's why I want you to check out Life is on the Line, Luciana featuring Dignitary Stylish for Versus Music, and go check out Ja Pipeline. This is my latest, doing good on YouTube. Check out the video and all of that.
All right.
We have a lot of things in store coming up. King Lagazee, it's a blessing talking to you, and I love what you're doing over there in Africa. I see when you came to Jamaica, I see the love that the Jamaicans show you, because we understand that we are all one. Brothers and sisters come together. We all created by God, and it doesn't matter where you're from. We stand for the love, the sharing, the caring, and the unity, and the come together. You know what I'm saying? So brother, I respect the work that you're doing there in Africa, and you see when you come to Jamaica, that you get from the Jamaican people because they feel in your vibe. They know what you're doing. You're doing positive work, you know, and we do appreciate of that.
All right. So, before we wrap it up finally, how is your seafood restaurant in Kingston doing?
My restaurant?
Yeah.
My restaurant locked down about maybe 20 years ago, man. That was like in 2000 something. That restaurant, well, I used to do a bar. I used to run a bar and a restaurant, and that closed down because I closed it down and do some other things because it wasn't working out. You know what I'm saying? The people who was in charge, you know, they never given me justice. I do it trying to help people, you know. That's why sometimes, you know, they say, don't help nobody, because when you help some people, they help you down. You help them up and they help you down. But guess what? I'm going to still keep on helping people because I can't blame one for another. Everybody deserves a chance in life to prove themselves. You know what I mean? So if A do me wrong, I can't blame B. And if C do me wrong, I can't blame D. So I don't want to be judging people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing for sure, I'm not going to go by no talking. I'm going by action. So I love people for the action, not for what they talk. Because just like the preacher man some preacher will preach the right thing, but they still don't do the right thing. So that's why they say actions speak louder than words. So we are more focusing on a human being action. Then we will know how to judge you. But I'm not going to judge you just like that, because you should not go around judging. You know, you watch somebody action and see what come from their action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the sweet talk and, you know, and the lip service, you know, that doesn't mean, you know, the plastic smile and, you know, that doesn't mean nothing. You know, it's your action, what you're doing, the love that you're showing people. And they don't have to be your brother or your sister or your cousin or your auntie. You got to just treat everybody good. Stranger, neighbor, you know, that's going to make the world better when we love each other. You know, and they don't have to be your family member, because you even have some family member, they don't even show you the love like stranger would show you the love, you know. So
you're right.
You know.
You're right. Let me read few.
It's all love, brother. It's all love. It's all
Yeah,
love.
man.
You know? It's all about the love and the unity worldwide. So
Definitely.
everybody should come together. Don't matter your color, your skin, or whatever. You know, let's just come together and make this world a better place. Because nothing wrong with the world. It's the people.
Yeah.
You know, nothing's wrong with the world. The world is beautiful.
Let me read few messages on our Facebook page and then we will wrap it up.
Yeah.
You know, on our Facebook page, Razayan GA says, people really pass through a lot. It is not a joke. Yes, Dignitary Stylish has gone through a lot, but he didn't give up. The bottom line is, don't give up. He didn't give up, and he is here today. He's got, you know, #1 song and all these things, and he's traveled the world to play and all these things. Such of Yakasa them says, hard work really pays. Yes. Yeah. And they're talking about the Super Cat thieving issue. Razayan says, thief from thief. Yeah, man. And then Jeffrey Rahman Griffith says, the man come in and bust a laugh, and the man say, man has some respect. Him saying, fire hot in the house. And then the man came back and said, all artists, register your songs when you write. And he said, learn from this elder artist experience. Young artists, take note. He said, bless up King Lagazee. And then Richard Acha says 100% what he's saying is correct. All right. You know, look like the people them love you, and the people them love the Dignitary stylish story and all these things. But the thing is, when are you stepping Africa? Because I have seen you tour with Shabba.
Man, I can't wait to be in Africa. And right now, Versus Music is over there, and they're about to open up a recording
studio.
About to over your place in Ghana there now, and Versus Music, and they're lining up a platform because they're gonna have radio station, also recording studio, and they're launching out their platform, because we have the anthem song. Me, Lucian, and Kato Wider from Ghana have the anthem song for Versus Music Company. We have a song named Verses, coming soon, pretty soon, with Luciana featuring Kato Wider and Dignitary Stylish. So I can't wait for them to line up some shows over there, man, because Africa, a long await, man, and there's no place in the world to me like Africa, because that's my tradition, that's my foundation from creation. You know what I'm saying? Without explanation. And I can't wait to be in Africa, because so much love for Africa, brother. So much. I oh my God. I just can't wait to get there, brother.
All right. Dignitary Stylish says he can't wait, to be in Africa, Ghana.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand me? Before I leave you, finally, tell us about your social media handles where people can easily link you up and all these things.
Yeah,
and then
Horace Samuel on Facebook, HORACE SAMUELS, which is Horace Samuels on Facebook / Dignitary Stylish. On Instagram, it's the same thing. I used to do TikTok. I don't do it no more, and I'm about to put my social media platform in some people hand to manage. I'm assembling, getting a management team together right now, because I can focus on my music and still be focusing on social media, because it's too it's too stressful for me at times. We as musicians, we need to focus on just writing good music and focusing on to go perform, give a good performance whenever we call to be performing. And social media should be doing, some management people should do in your social media, because, too much things going on in social media. I don't think we should be, doing that. We should be, hiring people to do social media for us. I could tell any artist that, and you'll get more time to, create, use up your creativity by making some great songs and, meditating to go performing whenever you be called to perform. Meditate to get your performance up to the level that the people satisfy, the people who pay to come and see you. Because when people pay to come and see you, you must make they go back satisfied. So they will come again and they will tell a friend to tell a friend. But as I'm saying, brother, Dignitary Stylish, latest song that's doing very great right now is Ja Pipeline. Go check it out. It's on the Galaxy Sound Station, Ja Pipeline. Okay. And don't forget, Life is on the Line, Luciana featuring Dignitary Stylish. We got both video on YouTube, and you can go check it out. Great 2 songs. Life is on the Line, Luciana featuring Dignitary Stylish. Ja Pipeline, Dignitary Stylish, produced by Galaxy Sound Station. And I want to big up Versus Music. Lyndon Graham and Gusto. They're in Ghana, bro. They're opening a record studio, and they're gonna open a lot of business out there. Lyndon Graham, he live in America, New York. Now he's in Ghana.
Tell them to give me a shout.
I'm gonna make him shout. Yes, I'm gonna make him shout.
All right.
I'm gonna, no doubt, because he have so much product, and he's gonna open the recording studio over there. He already voiced up a few young artists over there, Afrobeat artists over there too. So I know you and him have to communicate and get together, because he's doing so much wonderful work for the music. And trust me, bro, that man love Ghana, bro. He love Ghana with a passion. He love Africa on a whole, but there's something over there in Ghana that he love. That's why he gonna do business over there, open up recording studio, and open up some other platform there, and producing artists from there too.
All right.
So I bet you're gonna get a call from me before the day over.
Definitely.
Lyndon Graham, Versus Music.
All right.
And Gus, aka.
Okay. All right.
They're listening right now. They're listening.
Definitely.
They're talking, but they.
Definitely. Dignitary, I would like to say thank you so much for your time and space. And trust me, you know me already. You are a phone call away from me. You understand me? You are a phone call away from me.
You don't play the Life is on the Line with me and Luciana. Did you play that song for me? No, you don't got it?
Look like you haven't sent me that one yet.
Okay, well, give them another song. I got more songs for you to play. Give them at least 2 songs. Close me out with a song.
No problem. No problem. Right now,
I want to say thank you very much, King Lagazee, and thank you to the people around the world who is listening And, you know, I'm honored to representing, you know, for the conscious music, because, you know, we have many divisions of reggae music. You know, we have the good side and we have the bad side, but we are staying on the good side because we don't care about the money. We care about the love for the people and the love for the music. And our music educate and motivate and inspire. That's what it's all about. So have a peaceful and blessed fun day to all music lovers around the world, coming from Dignitary Stylish. Blessings.
All right,
my brothers
respect.
and sisters, my friends and neighbors.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Jump
man.
Pipeline. That's the latest for